In this video, I'm going to show you how to use MyDesigns to sell digital downloads on Etsy. And some of the benefits of using MyDesigns for this job is that, first of all, you can do almost everything in bulk with this tool. So creating the mockups, as well as the listings, publishing designs, and also converting all of your different file formats is all done in bulk. Once your designs have been published to Etsy through MyDesigns, the customers will receive a PDF file with a download link. So that step is also taken care of for you because MyDesigns creates those PDFs automatically. So to get started, you need two things. First of all, an Etsy store. So if you have not created one yet, I would recommend going through my referral link in the description to open a store because that will give you 40 free listing credits. One more tip here, if you already have a print on demand store on Etsy, I would recommend opening a second shop for your digital downloads business. The second thing that you need is a MyDesigns account. You can register to that for free via the link in the description once again. However, a quick disclaimer right here, if you do want to publish digital download listings through MyDesigns, you will need to be signed up to their subscription plan, the paid one, right? You can sell print on demand products for free through MyDesigns, but not digital downloads. So once you've logged into your MyDesigns account, you need to connect or integrate your Etsy store with MyDesigns. And if you get stuck for this step, there is a little Get Started banner on the right-hand side where you can find a quick video tutorial on how to integrate Etsy with MyDesigns. It's super easy. But once you've finished with that step, we can head over to the Listings tab to actually upload our designs that we want to sell. To get started, I would click on Home up here where we need to create a new folder. So click on Add New Folder and give it a relevant name. We'll be using the default template in this case and then hit Add New Folder. Now select the folder from your folder system right here and then click Open Folder in the bottom right corner. Now head over to the Upload button and select the first option. Drag and drop all of your files into this window and then click Upload All. Confirm and upload designs. Now I'm doing this with 15 at once, but you can do this with the sort of entry level MyDesigns subscription. You can do it with up to 48 designs at once. This entire step-by-step process, it will work exactly the same. And with the top subscription plan, you can even do it with up to 120 designs at once. Massive time savings, right? And one more tip right here is I'm using SVG files. Those are going to be ideal because you can convert them with MyDesigns into all of the other file formats that you might want to sell. If you're starting off with PNG, and that's not going to be possible, so I would recommend using SVG files or vector files for this process. So now it's time to create a listing data in bulk, and we've got the title, description, and tags, as well as inventory and pricing and keywords to go through. But don't worry, with the MyDesigns bulk edit features, this is actually super quick and easy. We'll start off with the quantity. As an example, what you have to do is select all of your listings with this button right here, click Select All, then head over to Actions, Edit in Bulk, change the field right here to Quantity. Make sure the action is set to overwrite. Now for the quantity, we're going to put 999. And if you click Apply to selected listings, confirm this and proceed, then you can see if we double click on inventory and pricing right here, it will bring it up for each listing that the quantity field has been filled in for all of your listings at once. And you can use that same technique to fill in your price as well as the description and the secondary keyword. I will show you how to do the other fields in a minute. So just so you can get an idea of what I actually entered into these fields. So the description, as you can see right here, is fairly straightforward, just giving a few details about the file types and warning the customer that this is a digital item, not a physical product. And yeah, as you can see, this is the same description for all of these listings. For the inventory and pricing, we've got $2.99 right here for each listing. And the keywords for the secondary keywords are actually entered the different file types, which we will offer for sale, which you can, copy as well. I'm essentially going to use these keywords in our mockups later on as one of the text fields that's being shown on your mockup. So that's why I fill this in. It is optional, but it does definitely help. Now what we can do is fill in the primary keyword, which is related to your design. So in this case, I'm just going to put in the names of these animals. Basically, we're going to use the primary keyword to create the listings very quickly, which you can do with Fraser AI, or the edit in bulk function. There's two different ways. I'll show you them both so you can see which works best for you. So first of all, essentially go through all of your listings and give a primary keyword to each of your designs. It could be one keyword, it can be multiple. Don't make it too long though, but essentially, yeah, just put the name of the animal, or if it's mixed with another topic, then put that in there as well. Once you're done filling out all of these fields, then you need to remember to click save in the bottom right corner. So all of these primary keywords actually get saved to your listing. And now we've got enough to work with for our title and tags. The first way I want to show you for creating these two fields or filling them in very quickly is Phraser AI. So make sure you've got all listings selected. Open up Phraser AI, change the first drop down right here from title to primary keyword, and the product type you want to change to digital, which is at the very bottom. And now what Phraser AI is going to do is essentially use a primary keyword and then create digital download listings for the title and tags. It's going to pull a lot of tags through the AI that are inspired sort of by Etsy best sellers. That's what this AI has been trained on, but it's going to use your primary keyword and stick to that as a guide. So hit submit, and then if you confirm this action, it's going to very quickly fill in these fields, as you can see, with relevant keywords. Now, I have heard that MyDesigns is still going to train this Phraser AI tool a lot more on a lot more data, because it is not always 100% accurate, but it's still a super quick and super good way to, you know, get relevant keywords very, very quickly for, as I said, like up to 120 listings at once. You can use this tool. And if you don't want to do it this way, there is another option. So let's say if we want to do the title in a more manual way, you can head over to Actions, Edit in Bulk, and we have the title field chosen by default, but for the action in this case, we want to choose overwrite. So as you can see by the preview, now this is empty. Whatever we put in here is going to be pasted into our listings. And essentially what you can do is you can add a variable with this button and use the primary keyword as that variable, meaning, as you can see now in the title preview, our first listing would have hedgehog in the title. The next one would have, was it koala? I can't remember, whatever the next animal was, right? So that is what the variable field is for. And now you can add stuff around this like cute, let's do maybe animal after this, because all of them are animals. And then you can add a bit of data regarding the file types and other keywords that might be relevant and that customers might be typing in. So like commercial use, clip art, actually I've got animal there twice, vector graphics, wall art, t-shirts, etc, etc. Bear in mind that you've got a character limit, so if it does get too long, that might be a problem. So you could always, you know, delete one of these keywords from the end. But essentially here you've got the preview of what it would look like with the hedgehog variable being swapped out. And if we click apply now, you're going to see this very quickly changing for all listings. We've got cute koala, cute monkey, etc. And you could technically do the same for the tags as well. If you were not happy with these tags, or if you just didn't want to use Phraser AI from the beginning, you can fill them out with the edit in bulk function and also add variables to that. Next up, we need to create the mockups for our listings. And I did just change the view with this button right here from the listings view to the sort of image slot view, because we do have a lot of empty slots right here for different mockups, as well as video mockups, which you can also create in bulk. I'm going to show you this in a little while, but we have to start out with the image mockups. So once you have all of your listings selected, click on the mockup generator right here and click create image mockups. Now the first thing you need to do in this is change the category from clothing to digital. Now you'll see a variety of different digital mockups right here. And if you want to preview any of them, just click on them, change the primary color ideally to white, at least if your designs are optimized for white backgrounds, and then hit generate a preview to get an idea what this looks like. And if you want to favorite any of these, if you really like them, you can click the little star symbol. I already have a few favorites at the top, which you could also use if you wanted to. You can type in the name also at the top to search for specific mockups, by the way. And essentially what we're going to do is change some of these settings right here, and you can copy what I'm doing. So secondary keyword, we're going to change to, you guessed it, secondary keyword, and primary keyword to primary keyword. This color at the bottom is our background color, so I'm going to change that to white. These two keywords can stay black because then we can actually read the text. Let's hit generate for this. And while that's generating a preview, let's also go ahead and select one of these other mockups. If you want to sort of create multiple mockups for all listings at once, you have to enable the multiple mockups function right here in the top right corner. So click on this and then select another mockup. So I'm going to use this t-shirt one. Here again, you have multiple options for the colors, and I will explain these. So the primary color is the t-shirt color in this mockup. So let's change that to white. The tertiary color, or whatever you call this, is the one on the right hand side, so the dark blue. Let me actually make that dark blue, then it's easier to understand, right? So there we go. And the secondary color is this light blue on the left. So let's also make that light blue, just so it's easier, and hit generate preview for this mockup. That way you will get an idea. You can obviously change this colors to whatever you want. You don't have to copy the same blues or whatever, but this is just to demonstrate what these buttons actually do. This one has now been created. So that is what that mockup looks like. It's got the sort of name, the primary keyword at the top in bigger writing, and underneath we've got the secondary keywords showing the customers in search results which file formats they would get, right? That's always good to have this in your image mockups for digital downloads. Let's go back to the other one, and there we go. That is what this one looks like. Really, really cool and interesting. Again, gives the customer an example of how to use this file. I would also suggest changing the category from digital to some other categories like wall art, and adding mockups essentially for different products. Again, the customers might want to use this for a poster, for a t-shirt, for a sticker. So just give them the idea, show them that's possible. So let's say we wanted to use this wall art mockup right here. You need to check it with the top left check mark symbol for it to be included, and let's use, frame color. You can change this. You don't have to generate a preview if you want to see what it's going to look like. And let's also head to the clothing category. Just for another example, we could use, a nice sweatshirt mockup, for example. Change the color, something else like a gray or a beige maybe. And then I would also suggest adding a sticker mockup to this. There's some really nice sticker mockups within MyDesigns. For example, I do quite like this real life mockup of a die cut transparent sticker being held up by a person. So enable this as well. And I think now we've got quite a good variety of different mockups to show the customer. I didn't generate a preview for this, but it's fine. You don't have to wait for these all to generate. They will look fine in most cases. So once you're ready, you've selected all of the different mockups that you want to create. Hit generate in the top right corner, confirm the action, and click generate mockups. And now it's going to create all of these for all 15 of our designs, making it 75 mockups that we're creating after just selecting them for literally like 2 minutes. So imagine how many you can create if you've got 48 listings or 120 listings. So you can literally, and I've tested this, you can literally create over 1,000 mockups, and it just takes 5 minutes to select them. So super valuable tool. It's going to make your life a lot easier, and it's also so quick, right? So this has already gone down to like 50 images, 50 mockups in just 10 seconds. Right, so now that all of these have been generated, we can go ahead and create video mockups as well, which is essentially going to be a mashup of our different image mockups in sort of a slideshow format. And you can do that by heading up to Mockups, create video mockups, then deselect the files that you don't want to be included. And by the way, if you want to change the order of these files, you can do that too. Let's just, deselect all of them. And whichever you click on first is going to be the first image shown in your video mockup. So let's say we want to start with this sweatshirt, then go to the sticker, and to this one, etc., etc. You can generate a preview if you want to see what it looks like. You can change the output file slot to video mockup. You don't have to do that. You can, right? It's a little bit easier to find later on. Hit submit, and then it is going to run through these images and combine them into a video mockup, which is super handy to have on Etsy, because if you're in search results and you hover over a listing that has a video mockup included, then that video is going to start playing automatically, which is definitely an eye catcher compared to the normal static mockups that a lot of people use. Here we go. This is a preview of what the video mockups are going to look like. Definitely really nice slideshow, and I have also heard that they're going to add new templates for video mockups to this feature, and that way if you're watching this in the future, you might have a lot more choice with that video mockup generator. So the final step is actually publishing all of our listings at once. So make sure you've got them all selected. Click on publish in the top right corner and choose digital from the drop down. Now you need to select the right option right here to convert your SVG files into the other file formats. Make sure you have the main file selected for the sort of origin file. And then here you can select which files you want to sell, then go to the next step, choose the shop. So if you do have multiple integrated, you might have to select the right one. The category can stay the same, then head to next step. Right at this stage, we choose the different mockups for a listing. I would deselect the main file because, you know, that's not a mockup file, it's a design file, and then just go through these. You don't have to choose the video mockup first for it to automatically play in search results. So just, you know, click through these. You can make any of the other ones primary mockup as well if you wanted to, and with these buttons down here. And you can also add watermarks if you want to protect your designs a little bit against copycats. So whatever you put into here, like your shop name, for example, is going to be pasted at a low opacity across all of these images to help stop people from copying your designs. So that's an option, you don't have to use it. But now let's move on to the next step, which is just reviewing the data, and everything seems fine to me. So let's click on next step at the bottom right. And then you can click publish to actually have them all uploaded to your store on Etsy into the drafts section. This will take a little while. You can see it processing right here, but it has to upload all of the different images, the video mockup, the data, and convert your files as well for creating that PDF download. So this takes a little while, but after a few minutes, you should see all of these listings in your drafts on Etsy, and from there you can actually publish them to the Etsy marketplace. I'm also going to release a video soon showing you how to sell digital download bundles through MyDesigns, so stay tuned for that. And if you want to learn how to sell print-on-demand products through MyDesigns, make sure to check out this video next, which shows my step-by-step process.